Hey everybody, it's your old friend V. How's it going? I thought we would do a little mole mining today, kind of in that same way that I like to do these videos, just kind of dirt under your fingernails, day in the life type, video where we just go out and just you see exactly how it's done. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with that. We are going to be taking the mole today, and I will show you what we have on that for loadout. The first thing is I do have the Aphorite livery on it. I really do like that. I think it makes it look great. It's as close to the carbon, I think, as you can get. And I'd like to... I wish they did the carbon still. Anyways, I do have the XL1 drive on it, and that's a good thing to have. It really is. Much faster quantum drive. So the main thing to discuss here is I do have right on the nose of it, I do have a Helix 2 with two focuses and a stampede. On the port side laser, I do have the Impact size 2 with two Rieger C3, so a little power up there and a stampede. So this is a very, very much built, kitted out for more heavier braking. And then I do have, for the braking laser, I'm just using the Arbor, which is a great one. You could use the Arbor or the Hofstede with a couple of Focus 3s on there. And you'll see when I go to do secondary braking how big the optimal window will get with this is fun. It makes those secondary brakes real easy to do. So I would overall call this particular mole loadout a little bit of a lower laser power overall. Definitely has, you could definitely kit the mole out where it can break bigger rocks, but this is the way I like to do it. So our hangar 1, let's head on over. So I think we're gonna head to the surface of Daymar. Daymar's got slightly bigger, mass index for rocks than say Selin or Yella, and I think you do tend to find more of your between 10 and 20,000 mass rocks on Daymar, which is kind of more in our wheelhouse. A little bit north of the Prospector. I have broken some 17 to 20,000 pounders before with this setup, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm excited to get out there and get after it today. So Solo Mole is it definitely is a little more involved, as you can imagine, than just Solo Prospector. I mean, you kind of have to organize your alignment correctly. You have to choose the correct laser depending on the mass. There's some more decisions need to be made, and you are bouncing around a little more for sure. So go ahead and turn the power on here. Get this going here. We are in nav flight right now, as you can see. One thing I think it's always a good idea, you do want to make sure your VTOLs are down, and they are in this particular case. Leaving the hangar and coming back to the hangar. Alright, up we go. Raise that gear and out we go. Alright, pivot around here. So we'll head right down to the bottom of the station, and then we'll target Crusader. Alrighty. Perfect. Route out that. And then we'll change ourselves over to Nav QTM. And that will have us orientate and begin spooling, and off we go. Now, once we get within 80, I'll go ahead and pull out of Quantum, and then we'll, realign towards Daymar and head that way. So, good morning, anyways. It's a Sunday morning here. It is overcast, so a great morning to do a little mining. All right, so like I said, when you're sub 80 here, if you look, we're 2, 1. All right, 90, 80, bam. You actually can just come right out of the Quantum well before you get to Crusader. I'll go ahead and just reroute towards Daymar. We'll pivot right over and head that way. All right, so we're finding ourselves here approaching Daymar. I like to mine on the light side of the planet, as well as, one point I do like to make is we are looking for gold, Bexelite, Terranite, or Quantanium. Those are the things that we're going to kind of prioritize here. We'll head over here towards Kudra ore mine, and then we'll just kind of break from there. Alright, down we go. Now, I will rotate the VTOLs as soon as we kind of come out of here. And we will go to nav scan mode. Drop the Pierce. And I will just kind of start heading down to the surface. You can see we're about 7,000. So I'm going to do a 50% PIRE, Pierce scan here. And right off the bat, we have some opportunities. And wow, that's a big signature right there. Yeah, there's lots of rocks on there. You actually can see them. So we'll make our way down and see what we get. Right off the bat, we found a couple of really nice clusters, which is, pretty cool. I will admit, you gotta love it when you find rocks right out of the gate like that. Now, as I see the downward arrows, I'm of course going to hit B and I'm going to hit M, and that's going to put me in a mode where I can get a little bit better scan results quicker. We will head on in here and take a look at what we got. Now, sometimes you don't get it. It won't give you the scan results, so you have to kind of shoot the rocks, wake them up. There we go. And that's exactly what we did, and that's exactly how it worked. So this is an igneous deposit. It is going to be, this is a big mass rock, 41,000 mass rock, beautiful quant rock. Wow, that's a great rock to find. But obviously the igneous deposits are real heavy rocks, which is fine. There's another big quant rock there. Wow, this would have been a beautiful find. In the age of being able to mark things and come back, this would have been that. Oh, no. Look at this. Another big one. Oh, my gosh. What the heck? Look at this. You have a 33% Quantanium. So right there, you have around 100. Yeah, I mean, there's better than, there's almost 40 SCU in that one. I mean, that's not quite as much. I mean, 2.2 at the 5. There's, Then you got this one. Oh my gosh, almost half that rock is Quantanium. What the heck? Wow, we're off to the races this morning. Do not sleep on Daymar. Big Laranite rock there. All right, let's kind of move on to some of these others. Still an igneous deposit. This is more in our wheelhouse here. Cross our fingers. It is Terranite, but it's only 24%, unfortunately. That's going to be a little below our standards. That will mix just too unclean at 24%. There's a very low likelihood that we'd ever get anything on board worth... There's a 30% Terranite, but that is 30,000 mass, which is just beyond what our reach is with the Solo Mole. Good mass rock, 10,800 for us, and a Laranite rock, though, 47%. That could have been a good one, but it just ended up being the wrong resource. 40,000 mass rock, this is beautiful in here. Another Quant rock, wow. That's the most Quantanium I've seen in a concentrated area, quite honestly, in a very long time. And it actually kind of lends me pause, to be perfectly honest with you. Good mass rock here. Let's kind of cross our fingers. Ooh, 44% gold. We can go after this one. There's a chance we'll be able to break this one with the impact, so we'll try it. We're going to have to get real close. That's the other thing here. One of the other things that's changed dramatically is we really don't have... We just have to kind of eyeball it nowadays. You know, that we don't get any kind of an indicator of how close the rock is. So, I mean, obviously, I try to get as close as I can this way. And we'll go down a little bit. But, you know, I've been definitely having to, I've been definitely having to reposition now and then. It's important, as you can imagine, when you're trying to, you're out at the outer limit of a laser's capability. You know, it's important that you position correctly. You don't want to be that far out of the optimal. You want to be as close to the optimal as possible for a variety of reasons. But most importantly, you don't want to be beyond the optimal because you don't want to cut your power, your laser power. And that's definitely the way it works. The closer you are to the rock, and some lasers are more sensitive to it than others, but the closer you are to the rock, definitely the more power can get into it, or the less power if you're further away. So we'll see where we end up with the impact here. Hopefully we're somewhat close. A little further than I would have even thought. And that happens a lot. You think, oh, I'm right on top of the thing. And... oh, let's turn this power on. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Not bad. So we'll see here. I don't know if we're going to get lucky or not. This is going to be interesting. We do have a Stampede on board as well. We've got nothing going so far. Not even a... So let's try the Stampede then. It doesn't... Looks like this one might be a bridge too far. Now I am a little... I will tell you, I am a little behind the optimal though. So, there is a chance if I get a little closer that this would work. And it is... I don't want to burn all my all my Stampedes up in... you could tell it is climbing, which is really good. It's probably going to fall from here. I think, as crazy as this sounds, I am going to reposition. I'm just going to move up just a touch. And I think it will actually make a really big difference. Like I may be able to hold it in longer, or even that little bit behind the optimal can make a tremendous difference on your power. And a little bit in front of it can make a tremendous difference on your power. Now, I don't think I'll be able to... I won't be getting braking power fully. But let's go ahead and... Let's just go ahead and pull forward a little bit. And I've had to do this a little more. Like I said, I think what's gone on is... We used to have, like, the distance marker. Now we just don't. I'm rubber banding a bit. Alright, I might have overcompensated there. We'll see. But I was rubber banding a bit, and it was hard to gauge it. And I don't know that I've ever rubber banded like that before. That's weird. I mean, I definitely experienced a lot of strangeness, but that particular type of rubber banding is not something I tend to have a lot of. That being said, sometimes these ladders are a little inescapable. Let me out. There's some weird beeps and boops going on in this ship here too. I don't know that I don't know that I've heard before. It's kind of funny. All right, in we go. Let's go ahead and see if we've made a little bit of a difference here. Yeah, you can tell I'm right on top of it now. Okay, so definitely not getting the... Alright, let's see what the... We'll see if the Stampede does any better. This is gonna be kind of tough. Alright, we've got about 10 seconds left on the Stampede. Alright, I need to start backing this down now. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Oh, that does decay out very, very, very slowly. Alright, that's good to know. So now I'm going to have to come down here. Like, let's just take it at 30 and let me fire another Stampede. Let me push it up in there. That's climbing at a better clip. Four seconds left on the Stampede. Well, that ended up being a little more ugly. Maybe I might be able to get it to decay out of there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to try and get it to hang on. I need to... That was a little too much red for me. I didn't like that. And you can tell it's going to be kind of ugly here. Alright, I'm going to fall down to 35. And fire it again. It's just going to be tight here. It's going to be an interesting break because it's definitely kind of ugly. Push up in there now. There it goes. Down to 30, but I need to stay around 35, it seemed like. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. I'm going maximum. Trying to hold it. Nope, it didn't work that time, so I need to get back down here to 30 some. I want to be in kind of the... I hate to say it, but I do want to be in kind of the upper registers of the green. Trying to get one more hit out of it. Can I hold it? Can I hold it? Can I hold it? Oh, it's right there. Well, we're going to get a nasty break, but... You know, realistically, I think it was very tough to hold. So, a little dirtier than I would have liked that to have gone, but you know what? We'll take it. I will bounce over to the braking laser. We took definitely a little damage there. I don't know that we took a ton, though. We'll have to see. And usually the mole's shields are pretty stout. That was a tough break. I mean, it was kind of at the higher end with a very high percentage of gold, which is a very resistant resource. Very good. Certainly could be a good scoop here. If we get lucky, we might get north of 30 SCU on board here. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. Alright, turn the power on here. Alright, what do we have here? First of all, that looks like a... Let's see here. That mass is 761. And that is mostly titanium. That's fine. I like to see that. What do we have here? This is 3,200 mass and 79% gold. Now, is that an extractable? Oh, yeah, that's already extractable. That's good stuff. Okay. Here's a 2,400 mass. That's a 50-50 ball. We'll wait on that one. $32.91 mass. Very high percentage of gold. We'll scoop that guy up. Loving it. All right. What do we have here? 3,300 mass rock, 40% gold. Okay. Mostly titanium in this rock, and mostly titanium in this rock. So the last two is this 50-50 ball. Well, not quite as much gold as I thought in here. Maybe I did the math wrong in my head, but still not a bad run. This one looks like it's right on the edge and needs to get broke here. So you can see, yeah, look at what the arbor does to the optimal window. It just makes it so friendly. Climbing right up here, but I'll drop it off as soon as it kind of slides up in there. Cool, holding it right in there. And good break. Alright, let's clean some of this up. See if we can gum our way to 20 SCU. Maybe. Alright, there's 79%. There we go. $50-50 ball, we'll pull that on board at this point. Yeah, we'll wait on the 28%er. $17%er. Ooh, 34%er. There's a 15, and there's one down here too. Let's just check this last guy. All right, so let's kind of work our way in on that dude right there. All right, there's a 15, the 28%er. I will grab that. The 34, I will grab that. These are not real big pieces anyways. I'm not going to grab the 17 or the 15 or the 95% titanium. So I ended up with about, 16 SCU or so. Not a bad haul on that first rock. So we'll take it. We'll go look for some other things to get. Definitely a good opener, and our goal is to get somewhere around 50 SCU of tier 1 material on here. Obviously you always want to go cleaner if you can, but that's a really kind of an honest goal. That's a pretty good haul, if you end up around that much. So yeah, in we go. We're going to go ahead and switch back out of here to nav scan mode. It seemed like there was some other rocks really close. Yeah, that's what I thought. So just kind of, I'll head right over here and we'll go right back into mining mode, and let's take a look at these for you. I do got a major torque imbalance. That's to be expected with the damage we took. But you can see I've hauled 23 SCU on board, and almost 16 and a half of it is good material. So not a bad opener. There we go. Having to shoot the rocks a little more today to wake them up. That's kind of funny. All right, good mass, 7,800 mass. Easy mass for this thing. 31% gold. A little lower than I like to go. I normally like to say around 40%. We'll see what the rest of this has to offer. 5390. Iron. Just iron in that big boy. Another felsic deposit here. 4,800 mass. Some 30% Terranite in there. So still just a touch lower than the percentages we like. What do we have here? Barrel rock. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll switch back over in the nav scan. We'll do a 50 scan, and what do we have there? We have 7,000 RS signature value, or we have 3,100. So we'll head towards the 7,000. Got a couple rocks over that way. Let's take a look at them. So we're boogieing. As soon as we see that, those down arrows. Yeah, they gotta be close here, I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. Go back in the mining mode, and let's take a look at these four. See what we got. Alright, crossing our fingers here. Good mass. Another felsic deposit. This is going to be an iron rock. Nice quant rock. 23% quantanium. We'll think about that for a little bit, because we're out here, and I'd like to get a little more. You know, we'll see if anything else is in any of these. 9,700 mass with 25% Terranite. Good mass there. Cross our fingers, maybe there's something decent in that. Oh, okay, so there's 26% Quantanium in that as well. Huh. Well, this is quite the this will be interesting, right? So I think what we're going to try and do, I don't know. We'll have to see if I can break that quant rock or not. That's going to be tough. But if we can, then we definitely can break that one. And that's going to be right there. Around 7 or 8 SCU in there. 7 maybe. And this here is going to be, you know, a little more. 2.6 times 17. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be for sure. Well, let's give it a try. We'll break the big one down first. Okay. I'm just going to inch my way forward just a little more. Let's see what we got. I'll try the impact again here. This is, I don't know if I'll be able to break this rock or not. It's right out there on the end. And we were able to break the gold rock that was around, you know, that had a much higher percentage. So I guess I have a little bit of faith that we might be able to pull this off, but we'll see. One thing I will say is, you know, the marker is going to be considerably more difficult to deal with. It's going to be just this thin little... Why is that down? Really? Yeah, let's pull that back on board. I don't remember letting that guy down. I must have, but I don't remember doing it. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm probably a little too far. We'll see. Well, I'm right, basically on the optimal, so that's kind of perfect. I'm not expecting to see a whole lot of... Yeah, now here's the real question. Oh, it says unequipped. Okay, so that Stampede ran out. That's too bad. I guess I will try with the Helix because it has a Stampede and I'll be super duper close to it. I might be too close. I might have to back up a little bit with the Stampede. Or with the Helix, because I'm really close. I was positioning kind of more for the laser that, but the Stampede's gone on it, so that was going to be my one way to break that. And boy, I'm glad I didn't really realize that was the last Stampede I had to kind of make that work on that last break. Glad it did. This will be interesting here. I don't know if I'll be able to break this thing with this laser. I know I'm going to be real, you know, real close to the rock, so that's going to be interesting. All right, power on. Well, not too close. That's good. And there's your 100% laser intensity. But let's see if this makes a difference at all. Okay, well, we'll see if we can ride it up there or not. Oh, I have a little more faith. I mean, we have 18 more seconds and it's already... Yeah, if I have a few charges of this, we probably can do this. About 10 seconds left. 4 seconds left. I fired a second one. So let's see if, you know, we just got to get it up to the green and then I'll figure out where, you know, what percentages will... Come on, keep climbing. 16. Keep climbing. Come on now. You know, we got 5 seconds left. One more burst up. Okay, didn't get that. Well, let's just get to the end. All right, here we go. This should be the one that climbs us up in there. 20 some left. 20 left. All right, come on. 17 left. 14 left. Good. 10 left. Three left. I'm pinning it. I might be able to hold on here. I think we're gonna. Excellent. Good break. Good break here. So really anything with Quant on it we need to grab, but I mean this could be this is a bit of a gamble. You know, not sure if all these will... I might have to break one, but that's okay. This is going to be a little fun now that we've got enough Quanta. Only 12% in that one. Yikes. Let's go ahead and see if we find one with a little bit better mixer in it. 30. Good, 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 good. It's only a 10. Yeah, I guess if it's got Quant in it, I need to grab it. But, you know, it's... We have the headroom. There's a 50-50 ball. That's a little better. Well, I'll grab that 12. I don't like it. But it's Quant. You gotta do it. Yeah, that had good Quant in it, because you can tell it's going up like crazy. And we'll take this last bit here. Well, we won't. There's only 10% in that thing, and we'd have to break it again. So let me, you know, I wish I wouldn't have got out of the chair there. I might as well at least try to break it real quick. Wasting time here. Not a ton, though. I would imagine. Let's just go down to like 50%. 30%. All right. We still got over 20 minutes, so we're not bad. I mean, there's a 30%er right there of, you know, that's why we did it. In case one broke a little cleaner than another. Yeah, some of these won't have hardly any in it. Well, if it's 30%, yeah, it's exactly. That's to be expected there. Yeah, 16, I'll take it. And I don't think that there's a way to get this last one. Well, it'd be real tight. 510 though. 1%. And I can't get that last one. All right, we need to move on. We have about 20 minutes or so left, and I have to break that other rock behind us. So I have to reposition, break that rock scoop, and we need to get out of here. What the heck? I wanted to say pitter patter, get at her. I seen that on Leonard Kennedy the other day. It was like so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. It was only this short clip of Leonard Kennedy, and he's like, pitter patter, let's get at her. This is like, what? Pretty funny. All right, a little sip of coffee. You know, definitely. You look. Listen, 12 SCU of Quantanium is solid for sure. So there was another one of these rocks that had Quant in it. Yeah, that one. All right. So let's do this. All right. Got 19 minutes left. That thing right there. All right, I'm going to try and get that with the helix. Hopefully I can. I think I'll be able to. time saver right there. I'll take it. In we go. We are not near the optimal. And that could work out in our favor, I suppose. We'll have to see. Because you can see we're definitely going to break this guy. It's going to be... I'm going to definitely be looking to find the... It's climbing. It's going to be a tight break. You can see here. It's not going to be easy. Alright, 45 maybe? 45 pushed up. Holy crap. Alright, I just let it fall out. Is it climbing at 34? Let's look. 35. Alright, I'd seen it push up at 35, I think. 36. We'll watch it. Seems like it's holding real steady around 35, 36. Alright, 37, it definitely climbed. This is kind of a delicate business. I'm just kind of... I think I've seen it kind of push up at 35, and I'd like to see if it will. At 36, I think it definitely will. Yeah, 36 is definitely a climbing number. And then it goes. And as long as that rides like that, I'm good. Did fall out, but you know what? Hey, we'll just, this is just the nature of things. It's pushing back up in there already. There it goes. I actually took it to 37. Back down to 36. Good break. I mean, that's not easy stuff right there. So, you know, I'm real happy with that. Oh, one got away there. I'll have to back up and grab that guy. Well, I don't have tons of wiggle room, though. I need to be careful here. We're at 15 minutes, so we're still pretty good. 36%, like that. Five, that's not going to work. $48, I like that. Is there some way to get that? Well, I'll pull the 5. Maybe that other one will fall out. Boy, I hated to do that. That really messed my SCU up. And I was hoping I'd be able to kind of get at that thing, but I can't. So let's just scoop this last rock. And we got to make a run for it. I'm just going to back up and grab it. Let's just do it that way. Rubber banding is a bit much. Alright, we gotta make this quick. Hopefully there's something in there worth grabbing. Come on, open the door. You know, why not make it a little exciting, though? I mean, it's, you know, we don't often, you know, run across 2 Quantanium rocks. I mean, Daymar's been kind of filled with Quantanium today. I don't know what the scoop is. It's, you know, something I'm going to be definitely paying some heavy attention to, though. All right. That actually had some in it, so that was good. It ended up being good. We almost have 20 SCU of Quantanium on board, so, I mean, we did really well. This is going to be a nice run if we can get it back to the hopper in time. So let's go ahead and see if we can make that happen. Now we just need to be real focused here. There's still plenty of time. If we can get up the ladder. Oh my goodness, really? No, please. It's like, what? Why am I getting every bad break I could possibly get? No worries. All right. We've already got first alarm going. That's a little more than I was hoping for. All right, let's check our time. We have 11 minutes. We should be fine. Ambi. Here we go. Route. All right, let's go ahead and B. We're going to nav Quantum. Kill those VTOLs, and off we go. And the old school Quantanium mine has prepared us for this pressure. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of fun, actually. All right. We do have the XL1 drive, so that certainly is going to, you know, really affect the spooling time, which is great. You know, that could save, you know, sometimes 20 or 30 seconds, depending on what you got on board for a drive. We're in great shape now. Many minutes left. We'll begin spooling here in just a sec. And up we go. Excellent. We'll switch over to nav flight as soon as we come out of Quantum. And then we'll roll and begin moving in. And we'll come in at a pretty good clip. I mean, you know, at least three and some change. Probably bump that up to 370, 380. And our main goal is to get this down safely, right? And then just get it stored. And then we'll be in great shape. All right, and we're doing great. I'm going to go ahead and get the VTOLs now. Don't want to lower the gear, you know, that will kill your speed. Looking for a little bit of information now about, that's what I'm talking about, calling for beautiful. That's the one I expected. As you can see, I was kind of orientated in that way. But we'll see. We want to just kind of move in now at a reasonable clip. We don't want to overdo it. We still have plenty of minutes. There's still plenty of time. You know, we want to just... The most important thing is to get in here safe and sound. Nice and easy. A little bit sideways there. Lower the gear. Beautiful. Let's do a little post. Oh yeah, we definitely took a little damage there for sure, and we knew we did. Nothing crazy though. The mole's shields do seem to eat it up pretty good. It's not nearly as, you know, damaging as it used to be. And the different lasers do have, you know, different optimal ranges for sure. So, you know, it does happen. I mean, you know, a lot of times, especially with quant mining, it's very thin optimal windows. You know, especially when you're trying to do like power breaking builds, or at least ones that are, you know, a little more challenging for sure. Cool. All right, let's go in and see what we got. We've got a very nice load of Quant on board. You know, 20 some SCU of Quant. So, and then we had some gold on board. So this has been a great run. I think we had, I don't know, maybe 20 SCU of gold and, you know, 20 some of Quant. So we're not going to complain about this run. Well, great. Now that we got this stored, let's go down and check the half value and discuss final numbers. What are you talking about? Let me just make sure.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, we're stored. Cool. All right, let's go down. I'm excited to see what the half value of this is going to be. It's probably going to be at least a couple 100,000, which means that this run was in the neighborhood of, you know, 400,000 or something like that by the time you refine it. But we'll see. Let's just go take a look here. All right. Excited about this. Let's see. Cool. Well, I will say, just kind of as some parting words before we kind of get to the end here, is Daymar had some crazy Quantanium today. I don't know what was going on. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. There was Quant everywhere, you know. So, all right, we're going to check the half value here. Let's do that. There you go, 266,000. So, you know, this is a 500,000, you know, 500,000 run, which is, hey, it's nothing to be, you know, nothing to be ashamed of for sure. And I mean, you can see most of your value comes from, you know, the gold and from the Quantanium. Even the barrel, that's funny to me. Even look at that, you know, we didn't have that much barrel, and that's actually did all right too. So let's go ahead and we'll get this cooking. All right, we got our other 3 work orders are ready to get hauled in, so that's fantastic. Oops, I meant to say mole. Set up the work order there. Argyle mole, set up work order. Hello. Getting a little bit of a lag here. We'll work through it. Hello. I mean, there we go. All right, Quant. So we definitely want that. We definitely want gold. And you know what, I'll even do the barrel this time, so we'll get a quote, and we'll do the Dynex Solvanation for ourselves. You can see that's a long haul, 72 hours, but it only cost 22,000 to, you know, to do. So that ended up being a real good, you know, if right around $500,000 by the time it's all said and done. You know, it may not be perfectly $500,000, it might be just under, but right around $500,000. That is your very, very dirt under your fingernails, ugly, but beautiful breaking, you know, of Quantanium Rock mole run. So absolutely love that. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope this serves you well. And I will see you all around the verse.